Hey everybody, Habits here, and we're back. I can't wait it was painful. Let's just say that, waiting for this last update to complete or upload to complete and get back to this play session. Oh my goodness, I was chomping at the bit. So yeah, let's get back after it. Now, I'm hoping this doesn't keep being a thing. I was cool with the slow load time on the first loading of 1.18. Had to update the world. We'd gone a long way in the nether, all that good stuff. And honestly, I don't know what that does to our world size going forward. Um, if we now have to kind of pay that price back a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. So how did our wings come out? Not too bad. We got them switched out pretty quickly before the end of the last episode. I think we'll just kind of futz here for a moment or two while we let the sun set, let our world kind of just do its thing in the background, and get a little bit back up, and then we'll essentially flip a coin. Whoa. I thought I was policing that, but I was apparently desperate to sleep because I was in it before it even loaded. All right, now I'm somehow. What's going? We're not typing. There's nobody else here. It's just us. We can talk. Okay. So, while that doesn't give me a lot of confidence that we've had all the time we need to get going, let's take a look, and we are faced south. Now, we don't want to go straight south because to do so, we are, let's see, I wrote down our coordinates so I don't have to switch back and forth on the screens. Our portal is at 57, negative 23, 273. Whatever that was. Squid, maybe? And we are at 32, 315. So, long way to go. Just a couple hundred blocks on the X, so no biggie there. That'll get eaten up. But let's, what do you say? Let's go west. Fly. So, we're going to kind of, try to sit right about on that line and just work our way out and then back across. And when we get down to our last set of rockets, or our last set of wings, sorry, we will make a line. But between now and then, we're going to hope, if we've got, like a dozen biomes left? I was thinking, was it 32 when we started? We were at 32 and it was up to 50, so 18 new biomes that we were supposed to discover. I can't remember if I'm stating that correctly or not, but forest and birch forest, not amazing. Old growth birch, we'd seen that, and I don't know if those count. I haven't looked. If we're down to one or two and we're just not seeing them, and it's not something obvious, like we know there's going to be snowy mountains to go along with southwest, right? To go along with stony mountains. So if it's not one that we can just oh man, this is gonna be miserable. River, we're going way too fast. Forest. Yeah, that's more of what we need. Is just kind of like you can see it well on the roller coaster, on the cloud level, where we do a bit of a roller coaster. I haven't really been looking at much else here in our... Oh, watch out for the stalls. A little bit more this way. What was I gonna say? Oh, is this a hill or is this a mountain? Just a hill. Maybe a meadow? It is meadow. Do meadows necessarily... I mean, I know that the meadows we've seen haven't connected to mountains. Yeah, I want a snowy mountain so bad for Christmas. For Minecraft launch day presents. Is there like a Saint Jebus that comes around and delivers us biome presents for release day? We could make a big holiday out of this. Somebody out there has got some sway, I'm sure, can make that happen. We seem to be... Oh, I don't know if those were animals that were up above. Not too bad, but we are getting down into the hundreds and still staying pretty much online. Still more of this birch. Oh! That's the problem with the stall. And trying to fly slow. Alright, really, enough of this birch. I'm sure it's gorgeous and beautiful. There's a big river, too. See, there you gotta kind of dive back down again when you start to stall out. And now more dark forest. So a lot of some kind of things. We've seen a ton of, like all the forests really, dark, regular birch varieties, stony shore, ocean. Oh no, we're... Okay. Chill. Where did south go? Meadow. More birch. Now, I don't want to call this out on myself for fear of devastation, but we haven't seen any savanna yet, much less shattered, to see if it pops up even higher now, or does that kind of remain the same? I'm sure some of you guys have already done a bunch with that in the snapshot, so something we'll look to keep learning about as we go. But yeah, it was a bit of a surprise to see the shattered savanna up as high as it went on some of our earlier flights. And now that mountains can get up that high too, I'm trying to be cautious and stay up, kind of 200 and above. So if we suddenly get into mountains, we can take evasive action. But Right now, all we gotta do is dodge the birch trees and we're fine. Old growth again. Okay. Still doing alright on the wings. Realized I hadn't really thought about them in a while. Dark forest. River. Drop a bit lower for just a bit of a peek in case there is a random mansion out here. Looks like lots of caves though. And think that's gonna more birch. Alright. Alright. This is what happens when you go whoa, to the point where the world's like, yeah, you know, I give up. It's all birch. All birch from here. Which I'm a huge fan of. You know, if you kind of group all the papery trees. Oh, now we're waiting. Come on. I don't want to go north. I want to be going... Oh, we're in the ocean. Dude, we could really use some terrain down here to sleep on. Alright. Not going to be too choosy. This is all good. Good enough. I think we got a wheelie bed there. Whew. Oh, let's just give our eyes a break from all that nastiness. There's our sunrise. I think that's all just beach. We'd kind of flown over that. And guess what we have waiting for us? More good old birch. Yay. There's more. Well, we got kind of off kilter there. Because, of course, if we're going to head southwest, we're going to get more birch forest. That's just how it's going to be. Get some more altitude here while we're over the ocean. A nice cruising altitude here. And now we'll just come try to do our little mini roller coaster here. Speed checking as we go. And now I'm pretty far south into south. Oh, this is going to be sad. We're going to use very little of our elytra to get up here, and then... What was that swampiness? Windswept. We saw windswept forest, right? Dang it. Let's go back this way a little bit. There was the swamp that we'd seen. Oh, more birch. saw, I think I talked about it at one point in a video. Somebody had made their idea of a birch forest, and at the time I didn't know that they were kind of emulating around maybe this old growth birch, but it was so cool looking and such a creative thing to do. I was amazed. Here we are waiting for chunks again. So we're going to backtrack a bit over the forest. Let's kick more west. Jungle, regular jungle, good old thick jungle. Is there new jungle stuff other than sparse? Sparse. I like lots of river through the jungle. That's cool. These rivers are huge. When you consider that we're flying over them, and they're... Okay. Sparse. Jungle, 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 jungle. Some bamboo. Bamboo, that's just regular old bamboo jungle. Bamboo jungle hills, right? And obviously we have those already, so don't want to hit a tree or find ourselves out of rockets. How are we going east? Come on, man. Our west is the way that we want to be. Beach. Bamboo. Really haven't had to look much for jungle in this. We found that first jungle so close to our home. Yeah, this is not ideal. Sparse. Yeah. Really not enjoying the not being able to see anything. Oh, our village though. Don't think there's any significant newness out of villages, right? They're just kind of doing their own thing, but maybe more scenically set. It's back to the same one. See, this is the deal. The ticking off the biomes as we go over the top of them is pretty easy and cool, but if we want to fly over and see them, we really start to lose out. And I guess, you know, in part, that's the price you pay for a game that's stacked into the language it's built in. And there's some savanna. And then some ocean. That was a very thin belt of savanna. There's some more of it. Beach. I gotta admit, I'm a little a little bit surprised at how little of any kinds of um, mountains we've seen. I mean, are there still just regular mountains, or are all mountains now either stony or snowy? Don't know. We'll find out someday. Ocean doesn't do much for us. If you didn't catch though, we're kind of swinging our way back to east now. Um, ooh, first rain. Get those windshield wipers going. Oh man, now we're up at 400. Come on. Back, Savannah. So I think once we get back in here, oh, come on, stop. Plains. Now we can start kind of going northeast a bit, taking like an inner swath of terrain below us. Jungle, back to that jungle. So, if we're hitting familiar stuff, we'll kind of keep it to the east. But again, we're kind of making that arrow point shift section of stuff that we've seen out to the north, and continuing to work on that is not a bad deal. I would be a lot. Rivers maybe okay. There's that sparse jungle. What do we got on the other side of the river? There we go. May need to swap out our wings now. Yes, we do. And put those away and get 2 more full stacks. That up. Those up. And super blast. Now we're going west again. Not exactly what we wanted. More of this jungle. Oh, come on. Slow down. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Nice and steady. Game, keep loading stuff. Load us some goodies. Savannah Plateau. Forest. Dang it. But we are clear of that jungle, so now we can kind of cut back in, thinking that there's some biomes in the between going pretty much north and going pretty much east that we can hopefully explore a little bit. Now we're waiting for the chunk again. And when it comes, it's a forest. Oh, well, we get the little piano music. It's trying to soothe me in my impatience for new biomes. You know, kind of apologize. I don't know if we're better being lower. We did so well at the start, getting all those Badlands and that kind of stuff, that it was a bit of a delay. It just carries the risk with it, right? It shouldn't matter. As far as everything I know says, even if they changed how the seed is now processed or mapping, that more jungle. It should still generate this world based on that seeding rule, not how high we're flying. If we're flying high and just letting stuff generate, all of those pandas out in the open. It's very cool. So they do get into the sparsy jungle. We are way low. Let's get a little bit of elevation. More ocean. Oh, this looks big. That one doesn't even have a gold block for me to not go get. It's just forest with a cliff, which is cool. Here we go, more foresty stuff. More oceany stuff. I don't think west was the way to go, guys. Anybody who's in there saying east before this one finishes, good job on the comment. We have kind of struck out. And I'm sure it's all beautiful, but we've seen forest and birch forest and all that. It may work out really well for us in building stuff, and the terrain within those, particularly the big rivers that we've been crossing, has been great. So I don't want you guys to get the impression I'm in any way negative about all this. Far from it. Sheepies. That's some more meadow. Again, meadow would seem to be sunflower plains. We've had those in regular stuff, but it's kind of a cool little crescent thing. Got another portal that doesn't seem to have any gold that I'm going to ignore. Pumpkins up on a hillside. Village. Looks like. Side a gorge. Excuse me. All is flying. And the comeback from the huge rush of caffeine that I had as I was loading up the world and then waiting for that last one to update. Maybe this is just the game trying to lull me into a sense of, oh yeah, no, just fly low. You're going to be fine. Then slam, cliff. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, that is dark cave. Oh. Oh. Okay. Getting something here. Getting some snow. Snowy plains. That might be new. These plains seem to be going upward. Oh, come on. Can snowy plains have powdery snow? And would we know it if we saw it? Do I see anything that looks like powder snow? Would it be like in tree wells? Whoa, 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 whoa. Easy, easy. These are not plains. These are snowy taigas. We already had those. But snowy plains, we always had tundra before. And I don't know if that's just been fully replaced. Oh, that's just beach sand. I was like, what's that structure that has like gold or something underneath it? Taiga. Okay, so there is still, well, that's just regular taiga though, but it's not old growth spruce forest or anything. Snowy taiga. We're up above a hilltop. Snowy taiga. Taiga. Snowy. Frozen ocean. Frozen ocean? Stony shore? What's going on? What's really going on? So we got icebergs down here? Alright. Wow, that was a whole Minecraft day tossed into that. Lots of frozen river out and along. More snowy plains. Let's bring it in. First, we'll see if we can sleep, and then we'll see if we can run around and find some powdery, fluffy snow. Let's just enjoy this for a bit. I don't know if this exists in... Okay, see? See how there's now like snowy blocks? So I think this is going to be it. There's a little height difference, which you won't be able to see going across, but I have a feeling like that's going to get us. So just because I don't know anything about it, I know it is a bad deal. Oh, there we go. So then you start to freeze. It doesn't look too bad, though. Wow. Why am I still... Okay. So that's something. Let's get some food in here. So you sink, right? You get the frosty thing around the outside. Um, but you don't... Okay, now we're freezing. Oh, and this... we're going deep. We're going deep in the snow. Now, are we out of the... No, we're still... Okay, now we are out of freezing. And let's... Doesn't seem like this is so deadly that it... So that can be a pretty decent trap. What do we get? We get nothing out of shoveling powder snow? I don't like that. Not even snowball. I guess it kind of makes sense, right? Powdery snow, it kind of amounts to nothing. Let's just make sure we're not missing out here. I didn't think we had leather. Do we see any cows around? Some of these are snowy plains. Let's keep our shovel handy. And it would be so cool if the powder snow was more in the forest where the tree wells are, which it kind of seems like it might be. That is a thing. Oh, that is so cool. I've talked about them before. It's been a long time though, but tree wells of powder are a very real and legitimate thing. I know them well from skiing and snowboarding. That's usually how I'm up in the mountains. But snowshoers and cross-country skiers and just winter hikers and all that, everybody should be aware. When you've got pine trees like this, the snow will actually drift in around their tops, and you can drop in where the trees kind of make a snow fence kind of deal. And as you're going like down a slope, you can end up very much deep underneath powder level or face level, and pretty much buried in the snow. Now, it's not always that big a deal. You kind of have to treat it a little bit like quicksand and a little bit like you're just out playing. If you panic and fight it and all that kind of stuff, you're going to be a lot worse off. But really, your best bet is to try to compact that snow to kind of build a ramp for you to get back out again. But yeah, holes of powdery snow around trees are a huge deal. So what are we doing here? We're looking for cows. If we can get a few pieces of leather, we can go into these snowy trees and get the one advancement we were waiting on that we knew about or had displayed, that being the powder snow advancement. Or what is it, like light as a rabbit or something like that? Snowshoe hare? Something. All about not sinking in that snow by having the correct footwear. But we need leather, and for leather we need cows, and anybody seeing a cow? We are still... Whoop. Let's go cow scouting. pillagers aren't exactly what we need there. Oh, I wonder if these are some of the same meadows we'd initially seen. If we see our buddies the donkeys with the best view in the world. Well, now, are those cows? I think those are cows. Yes. Alright, sorry cows. We need your leather. Please be generous. Oh. There was some. Oh, you see that? We're getting there next, but we gotta get our gear. Can't just go up into the mountains not ready for the climate. I don't get that. Also, was there a combat change? No. Oh, so whatever that is either still in the future or got backed off, which I'm okay with. I'm okay with the sword reset full power deal. 18. I think we're doing all right, but I don't want to leave him just alone or her. So, all right, we are, for the record, going frightfully. No, that is steak. Frightfully low on leather. Or on armor. I know. We got an axe in our inventory, but. Alright. Maybe take these off for a second. We'll see. We may have to switch them back. I felt that going. I hit the 3. Okay. Now, where did that snow heat awesome looking mountain? This has got to have some powder snow in it, right? Dun, 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 dun. We will finally get an advancement. Not that we're really trying on the new 18 ones. We'll get there. Don't worry, but we're kind of in exploration mode. And I love that they kind of yoinked the adventure time, or I don't know if they renamed it, to put it back into circulation with the new biomes. All right, so presumably this is safe. Now these have snow on top of snow. Maybe these don't. We're not getting an advancement yet. Does that look like different snow from this snow? Maybe it's. They said it was snowier snow, right? Like, does that look like it has more stripey action going? I don't think so. So we may have to go back to the forest for this. That may be the trick here. Got some ice. Is this blue ice? Packed ice. Okay, so that's pretty much the same as oh, there we go. We got it. One of these was okay. Here you can see the difference. So a little height difference right there. Just like you'd have with lava below the edge of a stone. And so we switched off these. These are the powder snow blocks, and we walked on them. We are not sinking in like we did back in the snowy taiga because of our leather boots. And if we do this, there we go, we're sinking. And fortunately, this is the other trick when if you find yourself in a, okay, I get it. If you find yourself in a tree well or something like that, try, and it can be tough, but try to locate the downhill side, and it will help you get out from it. Now, seriously, like we couldn't find this stuff, and now you're telling me that I can't. Can't get back. I don't really want to sleep in the snow. Snow caves, awesome. Just exposed to snow. I This seems different and weird. It's like the third time it's done it, where placing the bed and sleeping have kind of all happened in one movement. And you can see as soon as we got out of that powder snow, we started getting snowballs again, which I don't know that we need to carry around. Whatever. But that does it does seem like it's very tough now. Maybe if we did it distantly, it's daytime, so I won't know. But almost seems like it's a single click action now. Maybe that was intentional. Maybe it wasn't, to sleep as soon as you place the bed if it's nighttime. Okay. Anyway, awesome. We got our advancement. And that was the one we were sitting and waiting on. Let's just take a look here. So it was this one, light as a rabbit, and previously it was it after this one? No, because that was always there, right? I don't know. I don't know if they switched it out or anything like that. Wow, we've gotten a lot more of the biomes once we got to the snow. So we've got 5 more to go. And I didn't really pay attention in this mountain. Just before we go, let's do this one more time. Climb back up this mountain and see what this was, because we weren't paying attention. So this is snowy slopes. Oh man, I love me some slopes. Hitting the slopes with snowy, fresh snowy. This is frozen peaks. Icy. Now, is there like a snowy peaks? I thought there was. I thought there was like snowy stony, right? But maybe it's frozen, not snowy. Frozen obviously has these glaciers. Very cool. Long time ago, when I was junior high or high school aged, I got to go inside a glacier in Switzerland on a hike, like hike within it. And, sometimes you see that for folks here in the United States, it's more common, something you do like in Alaska, but just a real cool experience to be within the glacier. That I had a actually expanded tunnel kind of deal, as opposed to just a natural water crevasse, which can be very dangerous. Anytime you're up on glaciers, they are dangerous. They're moving very slowly usually, but they can shift, and going into those crevasses can actually be a death trap in the most literal sense, where if you fall in, you don't stop until you reach a point where the ice is narrow enough that your body kind of just wedges, right? And if you've ever put your hand on like a block of ice or just held an ice cube, it begins to take the shape of the heat of your hand or whatever. That begins to melt into the ice. And the same thing happens in that V of a crevasse in a glacier. Your body heat will actually allow the walls where you stopped to melt away, and you'll slide down into that melted part to a point where it's narrower and narrow, and you keep slipping down, and then your chest actually can't expand to fill your lungs. It's horrible and tragic. So if you're hiking in that kind of environment, and oh hey, let's just go cruise around on a glacier, don't do it without the proper gear and without knowing your stuff before you get into a situation you can't get out. Anyway, public service announcement done. Probably doesn't come up for many people. I live in a mountainy area. Admittedly, we don't have glaciers like Alaska and Canada do. But so are these the same donkeys? Or do donkeys just gravitate now to... I mean, I don't think we were ever this far out. No, these have sheep around them. Oh, that was a. Excuse me while I hiccup. I thought that was perspective-wise a little donkey out in the further in the distance that was bouncing around on the edge. Like, oh, they made the little baby donkeys playful. No, it was a bunny. Just happened to be the same color. Yeah. How are we doing on time? I realize I have no idea. 50 minutes. I knew it was getting close. Let's head off to that stuff, and for that, let's switch back into our wings. We'll go with this gear. We're not really feeling too combative. And okay, so this is more snowy plains, not... Oh, it's this. This is Snowy Peak. I gotta give you credit, pillagers. That is a jagged peaks. Have we seen jagged peaks before? Now, was this the way we came from, maybe? I don't know. Snowy... Grove? 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 Oh, hold on. Grove. What is a grove? Just gladed out trees, maybe? We are in a jagged peak. Grove. Grove. Hey. So here, what I would call that is a glade or a gladed slope or meadow. And what that generally means is that the trees are widely spaced for skiers or snowboarders. Obviously, I just say it collectively. I grew up skiing and took on snowboarding late. I do both. More skiing nowadays than snowboarding, quite honestly. But I love both. I'm kind of a snob for the right conditions for snowboarding. That sounds bad, but it's true. If it's not just a big old powdery day, I don't want your snowboard. I want my skis and just lay down those edges and cut them. Anyway, for you guys that just don't care, bear with me. All this mountainy, snowy goodness. Oh, and as some of you guys know from the times the game says, it's and then your name. Or Powder Snow is you. Powder Snow is my Minecraft actual name for the account. Created years and years before I ever thought I had it. So anyway, I believe this is what we stumbled into. We're going to take back to the air again. Actually, are we? We've got the 10 minutes or less now. Let's just go down. So we got Grove. Let's actually look. Hold on. 46. So that Grove must, or the Jagged Peaks. I don't know if that was a deal before. One or the other of those must have gone Grove. I like that one even better. So we're down to 4 there, and your guess is as good as mine. Snowy Peaks certainly is a possibility, although with jagged, maybe not. So now we're wearing we did switch back into leather boots. Oh, that's cool. Creeks running through snow, very real deal, right? You get a lot of sun exposure up on the, if you think of a distant view of mountains, the Himalayas or any mountains, right? High above tree line, and I thought that was just a pig. I thought it was a pink sheep. I don't know. Have we seen a pink sheep in this world? We have seen pink sheeps in some worlds, but I don't know exactly which. Oh, this is getting awesome. Minecraft, you saved yourself here from what was kind of a clunker. It really came through in the end. So rewards to all you guys that are hanging out late in the late in the broadcast to see the payoff. Just gorgeous. Oh, so excited, so happy. I'm doing the dance. I'm dancing. Oh, you guys want to see me dancing? Dancing. Dancing, 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 dance. It's good. Anyway, think that's gonna do it. Thank you all so much for coming by. Let's get out of here. Save and quit and get you a thank you screen. 55, so it makes up a little bit for that long one in the first episode. I do kind of expect I will be back, but I'm going to take a little bit longer break on this one and not just sit here chomping at the bit. At least I say that right now. We'll see how my patience holds out. But yeah, hopefully these couple get you a quick little teaser of what's to come. And we got one of our advancements, the one that we were waiting on. So we'll have a couple more now to work on. But before we really dive into those, other than checking the biomes back off, again, I think we're going to kind of we're close enough. We could be back to base pretty quickly, but we'll kind of try to do more of what we've been doing, just tour around. Again, if it's a birch forest, we may go up and try to get over it quickly, but looking around a little bit, seeing what's there, and then see, where do we want to set up, how do we want to do it, all that good stuff. We'll all find out together. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate you. If you're enjoying this, likes and comments greatly appreciated. And remember, if you're trying to get folks excited about this new content with Minecraft, they may not be following the news. They may not be aware that the game that they've had and enjoyed in years past all of a sudden has new stuff. Not everybody's out there on Snapshots, so spread the word, let folks know, and certainly come hang out here to get a little teaser taste of what they could encounter out in their world. So share your fun that you're having in Minecraft with me in the comments. I'd love to come visit, but until the next one, take care. Remember, on exciting content, new stuff, days like this, take some breaks, give your body a chance to reset a little bit, and then come back for more. Hungry and ready. We'll see you when you do. Bye now. Stay awesome.